For this. Okay, you guys, I'm excited to be doing this Zoom. I wanted to do something a little bit different where I kind of just did like a Q&A. And so I made the anonymous form for you guys to put questions in. If you did not get a chance to put questions in and you're watching live, go back to the team chat or the team page. You can put a question in there. And we did it so that you could just ask whatever questions you wanted without feeling like you were judged. Because I remember when I started in the business, I had so many questions, but I didn't want to ask them because I was like, is that dumb? Like, I didn't want to sound dumb. And let me just tell you, they're not dumb questions. We don't judge any questions we get, but this just kind of makes it a little bit easier for you to ask questions, okay? So we're just gonna kind of bebop through the questions. There's no rhyme or reason to how we answer them, who answers them. We're just gonna kind of go. And if you guys have more questions and you don't want to put them in the forum, just put them in the chat. Cool? Questions so far about what I said? Cool. Okay. So the first question we got was, what's the biggest hurdle to overcome? And I'm excited to see your answer because we didn't talk about our answers before.
Yeah.
For me, the biggest hurdle to overcome is also the best blessing in the business
Yeah.
is that you are your own boss and you are in charge of you. So the hardest thing in the business to overcome is forcing yourself to do the work. Because here, if you don't post or you don't do reels or you don't message or you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. You're not going to lose your account. No one's going to get mad at you. Nothing's going to happen except you're not going to make the money you want to make. And so when your paycheck isn't what you want it to be, the problem is you. And I don't say that in like a mean way, but it's because I've been there where it's like I can look back at a month and be like, dang, I was real lazy last month. Like I just let life get in the way and I got overwhelmed and whatever. And so for me, the biggest hurdle is like having to force myself to work and do the things, which is kind of where our shifts came from because it was so easy, especially with kids, to like have it be 9 o'clock and be like, okay, I did nothing. So now I have to do everything in 10 minutes and I'm exhausted.
I mean, yeah, I think the same thing. I think
Yeah.
that's probably just the answer across the industry
Yeah.
because it's like we're trained in the school system, at jobs, at whatever, is like you're on a queue, you're on a schedule, someone else is involved. And when you have to do it for yourself, life gets a little louder, I feel. And I so similar and same but different, same but different. Is like I feel like my biggest thing to overcome is to not let life be bigger than my will to work. Because life happens, right? Like people get sick, people die, people have babies, good things happen, bad things happen. You move, you travel, you XYZ. And sometimes it's really easy to let when you don't have someone holding you accountable, like you don't have a job, there's no punishment. Like
Yeah.
even if you have an upline or a mentor or someone checking in every day, like at the end of the day, there's no punishment. And so I think being able to stay focused and motivated and doing the things, showing up for yourself and your business and not letting life be loud enough to give you the excuse to sit back, I think is like the hardest thing to learn to grow that muscle. And I don't think you ever do. Like, I don't think it's ever like a straight line. Like, one day you're just gonna wake up and like the will to
Yeah.
not work is gone. You only want to work your business every day. It doesn't matter what's happening in life. You feel good. You're ready to go. Like, I mean, I've been in this business, in the industry for almost 8 years
Yeah.
and consistent to a T for probably like I went through a big stretch of probably like 3 years of super consistency. But then I still faltered and I still life happened and I still let
Yeah.
everything slide. And like, I think that's something that you have to be on top of no matter how early or late you are in your business, whether it's day one or year 12, like you still have to like be on top of showing up for your business or it slips away.
Yeah. And I think with that is if it does slip away, which I'm just going to be very honest, and Alden, you've been in the business for a while too, and you'll say this too, like it is going to slip away from you. Okay, there are going to come times where it just slips away and you're like, what am I doing? Like, what is going on? And the biggest advice that any of us will give you, any leader you talk to, is going to be like, just stop that slip as quick as you can.
Yeah.
Like once you see yourself like slowing down or backing away or stressing yourself out and questioning things, to like stop it dead in the tracks, reach out to an upline and say, hey, here's what I'm feeling. How do I like stop this where we're at?
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can do. Okay. So, like I said, these we're just going through the questions as they come in, so it's not organized.
Popping all over the
Love
place.
us through it, okay? The next question was how do you get people to get past the money part? And I'm assuming you're talking about business or I guess or
Either
products. It doesn't
way.
really matter. I think my thinking of that is number one, and we've talked about this a lot in our team chat, is if someone says no, don't assume they mean no forever because 9 times out of 10, if you say no problem at all, when do you get paid next? They're like, oh, I get paid Friday. And I'm like, girlfriend, that's in 48 hours. Like, But it's very easy to be like, okay, no problem. And then they're like, oh, I was okay. Do you know what I mean? And so 9 times out of 10, I don't have money means I don't have money right this second. So keep that in mind and then just keep them in a list to follow up with them for sales in the future because life changes every 3 to 6 months.
Yeah. So I already forgot the first thing. He'll probably come back. But I say this like I feel like a broken record. I say it so much. But like at every point in time, you're always building two businesses. You're building your business for right now and you're building your business for the future. So when people are telling you no, like guys, let's be honest. Okay. How many times have you walked into Walmart and not bought something? How many times have you opened up the Amazon app and not ordered? How many times on Amazon have you added it to cart and still not ordered? How many times on Amazon have you added it to cart, gone to checkout, and still not
To the
ordered,
last page.
right?
Yeah.
Like that's just the way wallets work. That's the way people work. That's the way business works. And so, you're going to find the people who do log onto Amazon and order right then, right? That's the people that you're building with your business right now. But the ones that are adding it to cart, the ones you're talking to, the ones that just search it at the top, like those are the people that you're building your business in the future with. That's how it gets easier over time. You train yourself with like we just talked about with like being consistent when you don't want to. And then with the consistency, you're making it easier for yourself. When a sale comes, I'm not going to try to mass like cold message. I'm not going to go and post 7,000 times about the sale because I've been building my business for tomorrow. I have a list of people I now get to go and check back to. And so I think it's very important to keep that in your head. Is you're not doing something wrong when you hear no. You're just now at this exact moment, this conversation is building your future business. And I think the other half is you've got to remember is like them saying no, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to the moment. Okay? It's not personal. And I know this isn't even like technically the right answer, like answering the question probably what you were wanting, but they're not saying no to you. It's not personal. It's not about you. Because someone said no doesn't mean you did something wrong. It doesn't mean you can't do this. It has literally nothing to do with you. You're getting in your own way and in your own head when you make it that way because it's not about you. They don't care about you. Like they would say no to me too. It's not that you did it wrong, it's not right for them right now. And so taking that personal out of it too, because you're at, how do you get people to get past the money part? You're making it personal with that question because you're feeling like enough people aren't saying yes to this because of the money, and so I can't do this. Like that's how I'm feeling from that is because guys, I don't acknowledge the people that tell me no. Like of the messages I sent today, do you know I could probably go count. I probably have like 15 people that said no. But it doesn't phase me. It doesn't stop me. I don't even notice it because it's not about me. I have no control over that. Absolutely, like at all. And so I know that I can control of who I show up for. I know that I can control what I do next. I also know I can't control the no. And so there's not amount of convincing. You can't say the right thing. There's not a magic script. There's nothing that'll get them past the money. Your job is to get them to the money part, not to get them past it, because you can't control that part. You get them there. You give them the information, you give them the questions, you either build your business for now or you start following up and build your business for later.
Yeah. And you guys, the last thing I want to say about that is it costs what it costs. Okay. There's nothing, you can't like magically be like, you know what, I'm going to make it $60 cheaper. Do you know what I mean? But there are people that are enrolling 50, 60, 70, 100 customers a month. The cost of the products isn't the issue. And I say this with love, so love me through this. The amount of people you talk to is the issue. Because if you hear one no a day and that's all you hear, you're going to be like, this is so freaking hard. I, like Mariah, cannot count how many people say no to me a day. I don't think twice about it. I don't even blip about it. I literally just click my next, what I say next of like, no problem. When do you get paid next? I'll save your spot for you. I don't think about it. Okay. So don't try to feel like, how do I make this work? If you're following the scripts and the boards, you're doing the right thing. You'll find the right people. Like that's what it comes down to. How do you follow up? Okay. This is going to be something that is different for everybody. Okay. So I'm going to tell you the way that I do it. However, what I do right now is different because I have 1 to 300 conversations starting a day from all of the different things that I post. Okay. I separate my people into two lists. Okay. Number one is the people who like it automated sent them the first message and they didn't respond. The next day I'm going to send them a message and say, did that message come through blank or do you just want the link? If they don't answer those first two messages, I'm not going back to them. personally, because of how many I have coming in. If I was only talking to 5 to 10 people a day, I'd be writing down every single person. Okay. So you write down every single person you talk to. But for me, that is one list of like, I'll check in with them the next day. The other list is the people that I'm having back and forth conversations with. I either get a date, I get them enrolled, or I put them on my list if I talked to them today, but they didn't give me a date and they're not enrolling right now. And then I just follow up. I just go back through randomly on Fridays or when there's a sale. I don't think there's a magic system to following up. I think the magic is just following up.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't even know if I'd have a system. I'm like, if you think type B, go past that. That's where I'm going to be.
You're like type F.
Not even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I'm so far from type A, I can't even see it. So I do my next day follow-ups religiously, I will say. So same as that in every capacity. There's tons of scripts in the boards and stuff, you guys. Of I make sure like if we talked yesterday, we talk today.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't respond to that, then that's on you. That's not on me. Like we'll talk again maybe one day. But because I also talk to tons of people. Like Courtney said with the last question, guys, that's gonna be your secret sauce. It's not what to say, how to say it, when to say it. It's to say it to enough people.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing with follow-ups is I work through my friends list. That's mainly on Facebook. But on Facebook, I work through my friends list and I just am constantly working through it. So I go to friends and then you can't put it in alphabetical order anymore, which is lame. So I just search my letters. And so I literally be like AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, BA, BC, B, BC, and go through my whole alphabet. And then when I get to ZZ, I just start over and go AA again. And so every like probably 3 months, I've worked through all 5,000 friends. And so that's how I'm following up over there. Every other platform is really just next day follow-ups. And then when there's a sale, an opportunity call, or some kind of oomph, I'll go back through and just scroll and then follow up with everyone. And then if I do get a date, like we were saying before, don't take no as an end of a conversation. If someone does give me a date, they are written down with a date beside their name, and I follow up with them on that specific day twice. Like if I don't get them in, then it's twice, and then I follow up again the next day. If I don't hear anything back on the third day, I try to get a new date. But that's follow-ups, it's like Courtney said, it's just doing them. That's the magic in doing them. It's not what you say, it's not how you do it. It's the fact that you are taking the time to continuously check back in.
Yeah. How do you stay in touch with those who didn't follow through once the link was sent without being annoying? I say, hey, did the link work okay? Totally fine if you're still thinking about it. Just want to make sure that technology is not an issue. And that I feel like takes the edge off a little bit, that they're just like, because then 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh my God, sorry, I was so busy. I'll look at it today. Okay, you know what I mean? So I just say that. And then if I don't hear back again, then I just wait till like Friday or the next sale.
Similar, I just say like, hey, did the link work? And then the next day, if I don't hear back, I'd be like, hey, if now's not a good time, totally fine. When would you like me to check back?
Yeah. It just, I think we make it seem so simple. It's because it is. I think it's so easy when you're not seeing mass success or like mass enrollments that you're like, maybe I'm saying the wrong thing. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. You're not. You're just not talking to enough people.
Yeah.
And so that is like another thing that we'll have to get to of like, how do you get in touch with more people?
Right.
But really what that is following the shifted task list, morning, afternoon, night, every single day for like, you got to do it like 30 days of like all 3 shifts a day. And then at the end of that, you'll be like, oh,
before you go to the next
question. Got it. Yeah.
Because I was gonna say this before, and I feel like that's a perfect segue to all the questions united right there. Is like, guys, so inaction breeds fear, action breeds confidence. And so when you're coming from a season of inaction, a day of inaction, honestly, even a morning of inaction, you start to question your business because you're not having the return, right? If I don't work, like for example, this day was crazy this morning. I had a parent teacher conference with one kid, a doctor's appointment with the other kid. Like it was go, go, go all morning. And I did not do anything until like 3 o'clock. And when I sat down to work, I felt like icky even starting. I didn't have messages. I hadn't been in conversations. I'm like, nothing's going to come of today. That was already my stance. Okay. And so what happens even as simple as that is you're not seeing the return. If you have that time off anything, you're not seeing that back and forth. And that's where the fear creeps in. That's where the, can I do this crap creeps in. That's when the, it's not working creeps in. But when you are showing up and you are doing action and doing it consistently and again, showing up today, showing up later, showing up tomorrow, that's when you start getting confident again, because one, in the repetition, the more you do something, the better you feel about doing it, but then you have the return. You're
Yeah.
getting messages back. When you wake up in the morning, you don't have an empty phone, right? You have people waiting for you. Every time you go
Yeah.
to work, you have people waiting, comments waiting, and
Yep.
that builds your confidence again. So when you're over questioning and over doubting, you're not talking about to enough people, and you're probably not talking to people consistently enough to be building your confidence. Instead, you're creating room for that fear and that doubt to creep in.
Yeah. So the next question, I'm going to give you guys a very simple answer, and it's probably not going to be what you're looking for. It says, how do you do customer or brand partner retention? I think kind of like what we were saying, making it so simple, you talk to them. Like it's not like day 2, you do this, day 7, you do this. Like for brand partners, you talk to them more than you think you should talk to them. You need to be like up their butt and around the corner 24/7. I'm not kidding. Like you need to be on them, okay, and talk to them. And that's why I always tell my people Danielle's on, and she like, if you are on my team, and you're specifically like enrolled to me and I don't answer you, I've said this to Danielle a million times. Text me 700 times. I want you to go back to 7th grade where you're like, can I double text you? Can I triple text you? Like, text me a million times because I have kids and I probably opened your text and went to text you back. And then, like, my kid took his diaper off or something crazy. And then I forgot. Okay. So I never ignore you. So if you didn't get a response, just text me again. Okay. You just love me through it. But you just talk to them. You talk to them. Okay. And for customers, check in with them. That's literally it. Like it's not this like big thing. Do you have anything that
I would say with brand partners is to also like remember that they're people. I feel like that's like we're like, what do we check in with them, right? Like, oh, hi, good morning. Did you post today? Hi, good morning. Do you have any questions? Hi, how are you? Like, no, they're people too. You could be like, hey, like my kid is like, I literally text one of my girls and we have kids close in age. And I was like, let me tell you what my kid did this morning and blah, 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 blah. And that was my first message of the day. It
yeah,
wasn't anything about the business, but it's because the people that join this business, they join for money, they stay for relationships. And if you don't take the time to build a relationship with your distributors, that's why, or brand partners, that's why they're leaving. That's the retention you're missing is that you're trying to help them build a business, but you're not focusing on building a person.
yeah,
And you've got to do both. You need to know their husband's name. You need to know their kids' names. You need to know what their favorite soda is. Like you need to know what they like to do. Like you have to have a conversation. And I know that is so hard and scary because like I struggle sometimes with like I don't small talk well. Like we go get coffee for the first time ever and I'm going to tell you everything about my life and I want to know like what trauma you have. Like let's go deep. Let's just get in. Like
yeah.
I don't really give a crap about your favorite color. Okay, like look, we've been friends for a very long time and I know almost everything about her. And it wasn't until last year, we've been friends for like 7 years, okay? It wasn't until
Yeah.
last year that I learned when her birthday was. All right, like that's how bad I don't do small talk. And so for me, trying to figure out, I don't give a crap about all this stuff. Like I do, but I don't, and getting there's hard. And so I was like, I started this filter in my head of like, I'm going to text this person and pretend they're my best friend. Like literally, what would I text Courtney this morning about my kid and what they did? All right. I'm then gonna go just send it to one of them as well. And I literally faked feeling friend until all of a sudden I was like, oh wait, we are friends.
Yeah.
We are friends now and we would hang out and we'll do this. And so it's important to build that relationship in whatever capacity you have to do to get there because people don't want to do it and don't want to show up and won't get through the hard stuff if they don't think you care about them.
Yeah.
And like it's sometimes hard to put ourselves in a place to care about people when life's going on around us. But like that is so important in there because at the end of the day, we do. You wouldn't be wanting to be in this business and grow a team if part of you didn't care about people.
Yeah.
Like all of those things, I didn't know Courtney's birthday till last year, and I care about her more than I do most people in the world, right? Like we care. We just sometimes don't know how to put it into our day to day. And it's so important to figure out how to bridge that, especially with your team. That's going to be the secret sauce to retention is building the relationship there. And that does trickle over to customers too, just not as aggressively. Because if I randomly text a customer about my kid, they'd be like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
But
I
caring about them, caring about their results.
yeah. I think the other thing with brand partners is you need to remember you are their leader, you're not their boss. So you are their leader, aka like you're going to coach them and you're going to be positive, but you do not need to be formal like a
Mhm.
boss. Okay. You don't need to like text perfectly. You can literally like how many of you have gotten a voice message from Jade? You just love her through it. It's just a hot mess 24/7, right? Like she's peeing or her kids are yelling or her dogs are barking. But she's just a real person. And so just remember that when you're talking to your brand partners, like if you get a voice message from me, I'll probably talk to you and be like, 1 second, honey, because my kids need me the second I start talking, right? And so it's okay. I remember when I first started doing voice messages, I was like, I would like stop it and I would like hide in a closet and do a voice message. I'm like, no, it's just real life. Because if you're a real person to your team, then they can feel like they can be a real person too.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Moving right along. How to better use social media as a non-avid user. We gotta speed through these. Just start. Just get to the shifted task list, learn it, ask questions about it, and just start doing it. It's going to get easier over
Yeah,
time.
practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
Figure out a simplified version and then commit to doing it every single day,
Yeah.
regardless of how it feels.
Just do something every day and then build on it.
Yeah.
Where to find a customer base outside of social media. I do 99.9% of stuff on social media, but if I was trying to build stuff outside of social media, I would be making my products in front of people because 9 times out of 10, people are curious and they'll be like, what are you making? And then you can talk about it. You can tell them what Happy Juice is. What are you taking? You can tell them about Slim to Fit. What are you pouring on your tongue? You can tell them about Kids Mood. What are you giving your kids? Tell them about Kids Mood. You know what I mean? Just like put it in everyday life. What helps beat the feeling of defeat? You're not going to like it. Do more. Because your feeling of defeat will go away once you start getting responses back. Once you start like doing more conversations, but also talking to your leaders.
Yeah. I mean, I think that goes with what I said earlier about like, inaction breeds fear and action breeds confidence of like leaning into that and also knowing that there's nothing wrong with you. And I feel like sometimes we have to own that of like when we feel defeated, we feel like it's our fault.
Yeah.
And not, you have to have accountability in your business, but you don't have to take burden of your business at the same time. And it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to fall off. It's okay to slack. It's okay to do the things. Like that is okay. It's human. It's natural. We all do it. You don't have to beat yourself up. That's what's keeping you defeated is yourself and your ability, like the guilt you're putting on yourself. Decide today, like, you know what? Screw it. I want this business to work. That's literally all it takes. And then you go out and you make the business work.
Yeah. Yeah. How do the giveaways work? Does it come out of your own pocket? No, it doesn't come out of your own pocket. We have the giveaway form in our team board and Jade gives the money away. So once someone posts for you, just send them the giveaway link, tell them to enter, and then Jade sends the money. That's it. It's very easy. I haven't posted in a long time.
I like this one.
Huh?
I like this one.
You can answer it. Go ahead. I want to get back in it. How do I start making posts when everybody knows I stopped? What do you suggest I could say, or should I say, why I just went poof? How do I get them to keep watching and follow me?
Okay, this is my favorite because I feel like I have had this conversation probably 7 billion times in my business. I don't know because we've said everyone's inconsistent. Even the most consistent people have phases when they're inconsistent. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. No one cares and no one noticed.
So true.
Like no one cares you stopped posting. Your audience, like Sally Q down the road isn't like, she didn't post about Happy Juice the last 4.5 days. Now what? Like they don't care. You care. You noticed. And your absence feels loud to you because it's your life. But guys, there's a million people on social media. Even if they're following you, even if they wanted to join you, if you just start posting again, they're just going to be like, oh, look, Elizabeth's posting. Cool. Look at, I just saw Elizabeth's post today. Yeah. Like they don't care. They don't know. Facebook algorithm, they don't see your stuff every day anyway, if you did post every single day.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's coming from someone, I took a long time off. I just had my second kid last year, and I decided to prioritize family for the first time, and I was like, you know what? And I stepped back from business for a couple of months, and then guess what? When I decided that I wanted to do it, I put all of the thought into it, and then I just made a reel saying I'm hiring, like the same one I've done every time since, probably 1,000 times, and had done 1,000 times before. I gave it no extra thought, no explanation, no nothing. I just picked up like I never started because no one cares.
Yeah.
Like you're the one that's putting that pressure. So use this as the opportunity to remove it and then just start posting again. Go to the board, go find the real scripts that are working in either the TikTok guide or I think you have them somewhere in there too.
Yeah.
Like go in there, go pick something, go make a reel tonight. That's it. That's how you start posting again. Not an explanation. Just one of the wording that's working well. Go make the reel.
Yeah. No one knows because you said everybody knows. No one knows. No one knows. Do you know if I posted today? If you didn't go to my page, you want my honest answer? I don't know if I posted today. I think I did.
I don't know if you posted today.
I don't know. I think I did.
I go to your page all the time.
I think I did my morning shift, so I did. Yeah, I did. But like, you don't know. I don't even know if I posted. I don't know if Alden posted. She probably did. She's a consistent queen over there, but I don't know.
I think Alden posted one of her Valentine's Day outfits today.
There we go.
I do know that one.
Alden posted a Valentine's Day outfit. If you want to know what to wear, go to Alden's page, okay? But like, no one knows.
Yeah.
No one cares. Okay, and I'm going to hear my heart when I say this, no one cares about you as much as you think they do.
Yeah.
No one cares about what you're doing as much as you think they do. No one knows if you post. No one knows if you're having a bad day. No one knows if you skipped 3 weeks. If you haven't done this for 6 months, no one knows.
Because they're also having a bad day.
They're
And they
also
also
doing
aren't
things.
doing
Yeah,
things
yeah,
consistent. And
yeah.
they're also like, you're the main character in your story, not theirs.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you answer this because I feel like this next question is you coded to a T. What's your favorite self-development you use, and do you prefer audiobooks or podcasts to listen to? Also, any suggestions on books to
That is
read?
the biggest question ever. My personal development is to grow your person, okay? That's what that means, and that's
Yeah.
what you do. There's not a right way to do it, right? And so I think that there's a season and a time for everything, and I think it's important to be in tune with yourself, check in with you, and figure out what you need that day. Because there's a lot of days, my personal development is just a Bible study. It's sitting down with my Bible reading. Right now I'm doing a study on Peter that I put together, and like that's a lot of what I do to grow myself because that's what I need. I'm good in business at this exact moment. And like, if I wake up tomorrow and I don't feel good in business, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do business personal development. And that's how cool it is. It's not anything that's the right rhyme or reason. There's just so much options out there. There's not a wrong answer. So a lot for me is reading my Bible and doing Bible studies. For podcast, I will say my favorite podcast is Your Virtual Upline. It is 10 out of 10, amazing. He speaks to network marketing as a whole. So a lot of the topics and concepts are very specific to problems you'll face or feelings you'll face in your business. I absolutely love it. Beck has one too that is really good about network marketing. Those are probably my top two, I would say right now. And then books, if you guys haven't read Secrets of the Millionaire Mind.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
always the first book I recommend because it really explains to you how without fixing the way you perceive and believe in money, you don't get it regardless of how hard you work for it. And so that's always a good one. If you guys really are like, I want a book to read, feel free to message me. I'm not going to jump too hard into that, but I'm an avid reader. To an extent, I start out the year as an avid reader, but for the first half of the year, I average like 4 to 12 books a month. The second half of the year, I read no books. So, I just start hard. But I have like a list of every book I've ever read that is business development, personal development in the last 7 years. I do on my phone.
You being type A.
Because just so I don't reread them, I had to start doing that because I was rereading books and I get to the end of it and it's like something feels familiar.
Okay, I have 3 book recommendations and one other recommendation as far as self-development. If you are struggling with seeing the vision of network marketing, read Beach Money. If you are struggling with hearing no's and it's messing with your head, read the book Go for No. If you're reading with you can just tell that like your energy's off and you're like a negative mindset type person right now, read the book Energy Bus. I think that's what it's called. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Let me look. Energy Bus. The other thing that I started doing that I love, yes, the Energy Bus. It's so easy to read, okay? Is I recorded my own affirmations, okay? And so literally what I did is I did 2 things. Number 1, I thought of all the doubts that I have and the things that I struggled with, and I wrote the opposite about myself. And then I thought of all my goals and I wrote them as if they were happening right now, okay? And then I put them into ChatGPT and I said, I'm going to record myself so that I can listen to it every day. These are the things that I want to remind myself. Can you write me a script to say? And then I literally read it and it's like, I would play it for you, but I don't like my voice. So even though it'll sound the same to you and it doesn't to me, so you're not going to hear it. But it's like, girl, you're doing this. You're making it like, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking to myself as if I was voice messaging Mariah. Okay. And so like you can put in ChatGPT, like act as if I'm talking to a best friend. But that's what I did. Cool.
Yeah. I was going to see if I had used the list.
Oh, my Lanta, you really do. Okay.
Noteworthy.
How to be consistent. That's a you question. That's something that you'll have to figure out on your own. If that's like you need to get somebody involved and like tell your kids that if mommy does an X on the board every month, we're gonna go to the store. If you know what I mean, like whatever it might be, if you need to get somebody involved, if you need to talk to me and Mariah or someone like you need to put it in the team chat. Do whatever you got to do. That's a you question because no one can make you be consistent but you. There's nothing we can say that you're gonna be like, oh, got it. Now I can be consistent.
I felt the only thing I have that I would add is like I'm a very visual person, and so for me, sometimes I gotta make it visual. And so I did this with with my team a while ago, and like I don't know, it stuck with me. I don't know if it stuck with any of them. But I was like, anytime you feel inconsistent, anytime you're not working, anytime you notice that, I want you to hold out your hands. And in one hand, I want you to put the work you have to do. In the other hand, I want you, or no, put the dreams you have. Okay. What are you working for in one hand? The reason you're not working the other, and you have to weigh them. So like I'm not working right now because I have a tummy ache. There we go. Or a migraine. We're adults. I have a migraine.
Toddler mom. Toddler mom.
I have a migraine, okay? My why, what I want to do is I want to be able to, there we go. I'm trying to think of something relatable, not me. I have a migraine. I want to be able to quit my job because I really want to be home with my toddler. She hates daycare. She cries all the time. I don't want her to have to go. And then now you have to sit there and you have to weigh them, which is more important. And then you decide what you're going to do from there. And for me, I did this myself in different seasons for a while. If I would literally just sit down and be like, I am just so annoyed. I'm in a bad mood. I don't want to do this. But I'm tired of being stressed about how I'm going to put gas in the car. And like, it's just something about making it visual for me and putting the two side by side. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you have to obviously choose, like, I'm going to show up anyway. And so for me, it was very quick that I was able to take that. And I don't do that every time. That's unrealistic. But to use that as a way to kind of get me out of that slump, because guys, the laws of Newton or whoever it was that said it, but like an object in motion stays in motion, an object at rest stays at rest. And that goes for you and your business. When you are at rest, you're at rest. The hardest part of this business, the hardest part of inertia is the initial impact, the initial movement. Once you start moving, it's easier to keep moving. And so it's just something to like trigger that movement, something to oomph you into going. And then from there, it's easier to keep it going. So I think consistency is figuring out a trigger for you, something to start the movement, something to get you going. And then that just keeps it going from there. Was there any new questions?
That's what I'm going to check, and then I'm going to do the tapping part. I'm checking questions. If you guys have any other questions or comments or things you want us to expand on, put it in the chat. I'm checking the form right now. There are 4 with no question. So if we didn't answer your question, it didn't go through. Hello? Oh, here it is. For the giveaways, we have to make our own link, or can we use the one in the boards? Use the one in the boards. Use the one in the boards. What do you do when you only have so many people message because your page is so big and you're not getting traction on videos or posts really at the moment?
You go to TikTok, whether you're brand new or not. This is what you do right now. You go to TikTok and you start a TikTok account and then you make it go viral. And I know that sounds stupid, but literally there is a blueprint in the boards for that. Okay. Go to the TikTok growth guide. How that came about is I literally felt stuck in my business and I was like, what can I do? How can I make this duplicatable? I don't feel relatable. I don't feel like all this. I don't feel like I'm a good leader. What can I do? And so I went and I created a brand new TikTok. So there was no, oh, she's so good. She already had, at the time, I had like 13,000 followers. None of it. I started at 0. I followed that guide and I did it as much as I could. The follow trains, the daily things, like the growing. I did it as often as I could while working my business on all my other platforms. Okay. I added in that and did as much. And I grew to 2,000 followers in like a week, 2 weeks, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
That's 2,000 people now following me I can talk to. I had videos going viral using the wording that is in that board, that is in other places and boards. If you're struggling with, I don't even know who to talk to, I don't have enough people, you go find people. You don't let it be an excuse in your business. You amplify what you're doing. You're posting reels on every platform. Start, if you don't have Instagram, get on Instagram. If you're not on Facebook, get on Facebook. You start working 3 platforms. You start sending out friend requests, follow requests, doing follow trains, doing all of that. You don't use it as an excuse. You go and grow. But I would say you go on TikTok. That's, if you're stuck, that's where you need to be.
That's going to grow the fastest.
That's going to be the quickest way to jumpstart.
Yeah. But I will say, like you said, is you cannot let that be an end all be all. You can't be like, I only have 3 comments a day, if that. Okay.
You go make more comments.
You go do more. Okay. You do the TikToks. Okay. And this is speaking to someone who's like, I want to make money. I will do whatever it takes. This is not like, I'm just here to make a little money. This is like, you want to do the things.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to go to TikTok. You're going to do the whole TikTok growth guide. If you don't know how to find it, I'm going to show you here in a second. You don't let yourself make excuses. You go message people. You go message for host posts. You do second entry host posts. You post on your page. You do follow-ups. You post more reels. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just do more instead of being like,
Yeah.
Nothing I can do. And I don't say that to make fun of you because I've been there. Okay. I've been there hard.
Oh, wait, for 1,000%. But TikTok's just gonna be where it's at
Yeah.
because you should have
Yeah.
more control. Even without control over there, there's just so much more you can do. Like literally, I think when I was doing the growth, I said like I would not go to bed if I didn't have 250 new followers a day.
A day. Yep.
And I was still working my business. I was a mom. I was pregnant at the time. Like it's not like life wasn't crazy. I just was like, I'm gonna do this. And it didn't take too much time, but it did change my life. And
Yeah.
it could do the same for you guys.
Yep. Okay. I don't see any other questions. There is 2 more blank ones. So if it's blank, just put it in. If you haven't had your question answered, put it in the chat because it's not coming through.
Because I had 12 cups of water.
You said you had to watch this part.
I will have to rest the recording.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. What in the world? We're gonna do this. And hope it works. Nope, wrong one. Here we go. Here we go. Elizabeth, I can see your face. So if you can, once you see my screen, let me know. Do a little thumbs up once you see it. Yay, thanks. Okay, so this is our team board. Do you guys know this? Love this. Use this. Yes? Let me open up the chat so I can see it. Great. Okay. So, first thing that we were talking about, the TikTok growth guide. Okay? You're going to go down to social media growth guides right here. Okay? Then you're going to go to TikTok growth guide. And you're going to go to start here. You're going to watch this video. And then this is the tasks. Here's it written out, the TikTok growth guide. Okay? It's all there. And here's the scripts. It's all there for you. Once you watch this start here, it'll make sense. You'll know what to do. You're good to go. Okay? So that's that. Now, the next question that we got 7 million times is how to make a link in your bio. Okay? You need 1,000 followers on TikTok to put a link in your bio. How are you
You're
gonna
not at 1,000 followers.
go to your growth guide?
And you get there this week.
Ta-da! Okay. So what you're gonna do, you are going to first go into the Limitless Collective team. You're gonna scroll down to, I'm gonna get my little, maybe, can I get my little thingy-mabobber? Where are we? Oh man, does it not do it anymore? You used to be able to like annotate and it would like make a little,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you can't do it. That's rude. I could like highlight things and it doesn't anymore. Do I use funnel? Is it worth it? I don't know what you mean by like, is that an app or like the quiz? Like the quiz is? You don't know. Okay, I'll explain. I'll probably explain I'll probably answer your question here in a second. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to autopilot your biz right here with the pink rock star dude. Okay? You're gonna go to Courtney's quizzes and you're going to press the 3 dots at the top right. You're gonna press select and you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna click copy. You're gonna go to pages and you're gonna click paste here. And guess what? They're all there. Okay, so you're going to see all. You're going to see all 5 of them. Okay, now you're going to go to your notes folder and you're going to do this. Okay, you're going to write work with me, weight loss, happy kids giveaway. Okay, you're going to open up cash giveaway. It's already done for you. You're going to click here. Actually, I'm going to edit it, but don't do this yet because I'm going to edit it and I'm going to do it right now before I forget. Hang on, because there's no headliner. It looks weird. I don't like it. Add section, headline. Enter my cash giveaway. Cash. Ta-da. I don't like that. Take one of them out. Here we go. Done. Ta-da! Okay, great. So now, we can go to cash giveaway. Yours is going to have a headliner, okay? You're going to go to the little box with the arrow at the top. You're going to click copy. Then that was the giveaway. So you're going to go here and you're going to put it right there. Okay, so there's the giveaway. Then you're going to go to women's weight loss quiz. Now, I also want you guys to double check on all of them. You're going to go to edit, form, next. You want to make sure where it says responses, this is your email, okay? If you want to put in the custom message, I will send you mine says save my number, put your number, okay? Make sure that's in all of them. You go to edit and you click where it says save my number, make sure that's your number, If it doesn't show save my number, type save my number and then your number. Yes? Promise me you'll switch it. Because if people text me, I'm not going to know their years. And I'm so sorry. Okay. So then you're going to go to the box with the arrow. You're going to copy. That was weight loss. Okay. Now hang with me here. We're almost done. Okay. Happy. Boom. Boom. Right? Okay. This is all done for you. You've got all your funnels and stuff done. Copy. Copy. Apply here. Boom. Copy. Okay. Now you have all 5 links, right? You guys questions about that? You saw how I got them, right? Kim's like, I don't know what the heck you just said. I'm lost. You can watch the recording, it'll make sense. Okay. So now you're going to go back to pages. You're going to click create page, this blue box at the top. Okay. Then you're going to go over to business card. Ta-da! Here are websites. Okay. So we're just going to click one at the top. We're going to do, hello? Where'd they go? Where's the business card one? I gotta scroll down. Okay. Well, here we go. We'll do that. Okay. Now, you are able to edit everything in it besides the color. So pick whichever color you want. Okay. It doesn't matter. It really is not a big deal. Okay. So we're just going to click one. Okay. Then you're going to click choose this template. Okay. Ta-da! Here we go. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to click where it says profile. You're going to put your name. Okay. Courtney. This. I say, hi, I'm so happy you're here. I'm a mom of, pretend I don't have typos, 2 little boys, and this has helped me so much. Whatever you want to say, doesn't matter. And then I say, text me, and then my number. Okay. So if you preview it, it's now there. Okay. Back to editing. Delete that. Okay. Now, you're going to delete the phone button. You're going to delete the email button. You're going to delete all the WhatsApp button, all this stuff. Okay. Now you're left with the link button. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to click the link button and you're going to do at the top, work with me. You're going to copy the work with me email, paste it, done. You're going to click add section, button, fourth from the bottom right here, and you're going to do link, weight loss quiz. Then you're going to go to the weight loss one. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, done. Then you're going to do section, button, link, cortisol quiz. Capitalize your things. I'm just not right now, okay? Here's the happy one. Done. Now, I'm going to put kids on here. If you don't post about the kids stuff ever, ignore that, okay? Calm kids quiz. Kids. Done. Last. You're going to click add section, button, link, enter my giveaway. Nope. Okay, then you're going to get the giveaway one. Done. Done. Okay, now here it is. Okay, so if I click it, it's now going to take me to the right thing. There's the work with me. There's the weight loss. There's the cortisol, right? You guys get the idea? Enter my giveaway. It's all there for you, okay? So then you're going to go up here. You're going to click the box with the arrow at the top again. You're going to click copy. And that is your link in bio. You can now put this in your Instagram bio, your Facebook bio, your TikTok bio, any and all the above.
And every time someone applies or fills it out, you get an email with the response.
Yep.
So it's super, super simple.
Questions. I know that was fast. I just wanted to make it so that we weren't on here for 6,000 hours. But you can go back and watch this recording and it'll make sense after that. Questions? So the giveaway one is for people to enter. Yes, the giveaway one is for people to enter, not the giveaway link. When they enter, then you'll have the whole conversation. You send them the link to enter the actual giveaway link after they post. remember, this is also related but not. When someone fills out the giveaway form, if they check yes to I want more info on working from home, I don't talk to them about the giveaway.
Mhm.
I say, thanks for entering. You wanted info on working from home, blah, 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 blah. Scripts are on the board. If you need help on finding scripts on any of this, please reach out. Please be hands in, eyes on the team chat. Okay? Do you have to buy the upgraded boards to be able to do all that? No, you do not. You do not need to pay for upgraded boards. I believe the only reason you need to pay for upgraded boards is if you want to have control over multiple boards and access to multiple boards. If you don't, you can just use one and then you're good.
And everything you need is in the board,
Yeah.
one board.
The
So that way
limitless
you don't
collective, yeah.
have
You shouldn't
to
have to
have
pay for,
one.
yeah. Really, I always tell people you don't need to pay for boards until you have a large team that you want to create your own board. Or like you have so much going on that you need your own personalized scripts saved. Any other questions?
I feel like we covered a lot.
Yeah, we killed it. Do you have anything you want to add? No?
Mm. I think that was good.
Let me double check. There was nothing else here. Cool. We are good then. We will be back next Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't know if we'll have another topic, or did you guys like the Q&A? Like if we did this like once a month that we just like do anonymous questions and just put whatever you need help on. I know it's kind of like all over the place,
I think that's good when someone.
but I feel like it just gets a lot of things answered and it's not as like
Maybe we'll do that if
redundant.
one of the first ones of the month.
Yeah, that's cool.
Kick
Cool,
off the
cool,
month
cool.
that way.
Awesome. All right. We will see you guys next week. I will put this up on my YouTube tonight.
And you guys can add this to your calendar, and we are back being consistent with
We're
it.
back.
January was crazy. My
Yeah.
grandpa passed away. Her grandma passed away. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
I know we weren't here for you guys in this, and we're sorry, and we're happy to be back with you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be here every Tuesday. So put it on your calendar. Tuesday nights. We're all
Tuesday
hanging
night,
out.
9 o'clock Eastern every week. One of us, both of us will be here.
Yeah.
Yes? Cool. See you guys next week.